Hey everybody, welcome to Around the Twist, episode 350. It's, what is it? I wrote the completely wrong day. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. It's November 25th, 2018. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I've got, come here pup. We've got a buddy. Look. This little man will not be sticking around. This is one of the doctors I work with needed someone to puppy sit. This is Watson. Yeah, hi. No, we don't do face kisses in this house, remember? And he's staying with us for a few days. And he has been into everything. He has not gotten to the yarn. He leaves the yarn and knitting alone. Now is the middle of his afternoon nap, so he's probably gonna, yeah. Oh, kisses, thank you. I'll take finger kisses, that's good. Yeah. I was gonna say he's probably gonna chew on my hand. I just woke him up and dragged him across the couch to say hi to you guys. So we've been making all kinds of elementary, my dear Watson, and come Watson, the game is afoot jokes around the house. Dr. Watson. Yeah, he's looking at the couch behind me going, it's nap time. But we have found we cannot trust him going down in the basement because he is a stealth pooper, aren't you? Twice in the basement. So he's staying up here. I'm recording up here so I can keep an eye on him so he doesn't chew things. Yes, because he is just a little puppy. You gonna lay down? Here, lay down. No, you're not gonna lay down. Here, lay down right there. So people can see you and know how cute you are. Yes. We'll just bring that down a little. So you guys can help me keep an eye on him, okay? Because, yeah, he'll probably fall asleep here. It's his afternoon nap time. So anyway, how you been? I have been in a bout of, where are you going? What you think you're doing? That's not yours. No, sir. No, sir. Okay, you're going to go lay on the deer blanket? Okay. And glare at me from over there. All right. So I realize it's been a couple weeks since I recorded. I've kind of hit this bout of knitting lethargy where it's just nothing. Like, hubby's been gaming on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I'll take my knitting down with me. I'll sit there, I'll actually get it out, I'll have it in my hands, I won't knit a stitch. And then after about like half an hour, I'll just be like, I'm not gonna knit on this, and I'll just kind of throw it off to the side. It's not that I'm not interested in what I'm knitting, I'm just kind of like, meh. So, I don't have a whole lot to show you, so hopefully this will be a short show. So here we go, 3 minutes in and we haven't even touched knitting yet. That's how things are going. So what I have on my needles, one thing, well, singular. It's the Geronimo socks for my friend Sarah. These are her Christmas present. It's riding around in my Jane hat bag from Stitched by Jessalou, which is holding up beautifully. So first sock is done. I showed you guys this a couple weeks ago when we came back from elk hunting. It's a 72 stitch sock on a US 1 2.25 millimeter needle. I'm doing a little cable detail down either side where the cables twist in toward the middle of the sock. Heel flap, gusset, top down sock. First one is done. Second one I have been working on. It's been kind of slow going, just I don't know why. Like I said, knitting lethargy, it's there. Second sock. I don't even remember where it was at last time I talked to you because I didn't do notes. I just talked. I took notes this time, so it'll be better. We've got cable. We have heel flap. We have gusset. I'm ready to start working just straight out the foot, so hopefully it'll go a little faster because I don't have to like squint in the dark to see if I'm on a decrease or not. So maybe tonight I'll get a little further on this, but and thank you everyone that pointed out to me that I'm an absolute fool. Well, they didn't put it that way. They were very kind the way they put it. When I said I didn't have progress keepers with me or not in the bag that I had with me when I was knitting on the first sock, so I didn't know how far I'd gone. Hello! On every Stitched by Jessalou bag she puts on the zipper pull, she has a little bee progress keeper. Right there. And I could totally take this off maybe, if I'm smart enough to figure out how the clasp works. Oh my good gravy. It's been that I'm just gonna leave it on right now because I'm messing with it too much. The yarn for this, the gorgeous teals and browns, is from Into the World. It is their Manchester base, which is an 80-10-10 superwash merino, cashmere, and nylon base. And the colorway of this one is called 11th Hour. It's one of their fingering weight bases. I'm loving it. I think for me, if I was making these for me, I wouldn't have made socks. I would have probably done a shawlette, cowl, something with it, because it's lovely and soft, and it's got, I don't know, can you see? You see the halo sticking up? That's not going to help because my hand is light. There. Oh, against my hair you can kind of see it. Go this way. See the halo sticking up? That's all over the sock. So I'll let Sarah deal with that because she picked out this color. So, but second sock is about halfway done. So that's the one thing I've been knitting on because I realized when I showed you, pretty sure what I showed you, based off of my notes from roughly a month ago, I haven't touched, you can see the stained glass blanket back here, because I pulled it out thinking, oh yeah, I've worked on that too. No, I haven't. 2 shows ago, episode 348, I had in my notes that I had 131 centers done. I know I added at least 2 centers on, and I just did another count, and I had 133 for episode 349. So I haven't done anything with this. Nothing. So it's just sitting there. I do have an FO though. I did knit on one other thing. Not that there was a whole lot left to knit on it. Tara's Muffin Babies sweater, which is the Hearthstone sweater by Isolde Teague that was originally in the compilation that Tin Can Knits put together called Heart on My Sleeve. Now it's available individually. I knit the size 6 to 8, but this is my FO of the week. It's finished. All done. Done. Finished, as the knit girls would say. Or knit more girls, excuse me. God, I love the smell of wool. It makes things better. It really does. So Hearthstone, I knit this up in the size 6 to 8 using, oh, and of course I don't, falling apart here. Oh, wait. I might have the bag. Hang on. It might be right up here. That evil laugh concern you, Watson? Well, I have the yarn. I don't have the tag because that is downstairs on my desk where I've been recording. So much for the evil laugh. Whatever. The yarn is Sun Valley Fibers DK Superwash Blueface Leicester, and the colorway is called Fire Witch. Basically, Miss Piggy / Barbie pink. It is hot pink. And it's got this lovely cable detail on the raglan. This is a bottom-up sweater, so finished. I think the last thing I had to do like 2 more rows on the neck and bind off and then seam the underarms and weave in all the ends, and it took me like 20 minutes to do, and I was going, why didn't I do this sooner? I don't know. It was just sitting in a bag. So used a US 4 for all the ribbing, which is a 3.5 millimeter needle. I used a US 8, which is a 5 millimeter needle for the rest of it, the body and everything. Now I will say this, just like Gabe's, it grew. It grew like mad in the wash, but because I'd done a swatch, I knew how to fix it. So when I put it in a sink of warm water with some soak and pulled it out, and it was massive. It just, huge long arms. They would have hung down to her knees, and the sweater would have been a dress down to her knees. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I took the towel that I had stomped all the excess water out of the sweater with, and threw that and the sweater in the dryer on low heat for, well, the lowest time setting that my dryer will go, which is 20 minutes. And I took it out, and everything had just gone and shrunk back up to the size it needed to be. I don't think she's even tried it on yet. It fits her beautifully. I haven't gotten pictures of it, but it is done. Ends woven in, underarms grafted. It's gorgeous. I love it. So twins winter sweaters are finished. Yay. Started this August 15th and I finished it November 16th. 3 months. And at least a month of that was with it just sitting in the bag waiting to have the neckline done. So I could have had this done a month ago. But no, I didn't. So yay for finished sweaters. I think I put some extra length on the sleeves if I remember right. Ooh, I did not do a good job closing that up. That'll be fine. But yay, finished. And then I just have one thing for pokey things, and that is right here. So I love flannel pajamas. I don't know what it is about them. They're so cozy in the winter, fall, winter, spring, basically, except for June, July, and August. I am in flannel pajamas pretty much. So a few of mine were getting a little threadbare. So I had discovered last year or the year before that Target does flannel pajamas that are actually long enough for me. So when I was by there the other day, I found these. It's a new set. And they have lots of them. They have a knitting set too. But this has like unicorns wearing scarves and sweaters and hats. And there's little trees and snowflakes, and they're so cute. Just got them out of the wash, so I haven't even worn these yet. And what do I see as I unfold the pants? Now it's got all this, like around the cuffs, there's this cute piping, little satiny piping, and it's around the collar. There's all these cute little details that I would never finish it with. I'd just be like, if I was sewing them, I'd just be like, man, it's utilitarian. And as I'm folding the pants, what do I see but that cute corded binding came undone. So I have a piece of twine and a little flappy of satin. So I'm going to, at some point, tuck that cord back in. I'm going to figure out a way to tuck the satin around it. And I'm going to sew the beast back down. It's going to be ugly. I don't care. It's pajamas. But this just ticks me off that what a lack of quality. I mean, come on. I just bought these. I haven't even worn them. I put them through the washer once and they fall apart. I shouldn't have to do this. But meh. So I'm going to go relax now. And actually, no, you know what? Let's do any questions. So over on the Round the Twist board over on Ravelry, if you have anything you want to ask me. So obviously, this is a fly by the seat of my pants kind of week, so we're going to just look and see what we got here. There's a sticky thread at the top of the forum called Any Questions. And you can ask me anything within reason, and I will try to answer. All right, let's do Knitter Scarlet. Wrote, hi from a cold and wet Anglesey in Wales, UK. I'd love to know what happened to your snowflakes that you were crocheting. Are you still working on them or are they in hibernation? Thanks. Well, they are currently sitting in a bag down just to the left on the floor of where I normally record. I haven't touched them in at least a year, probably a little more. And what I was thinking I was going to do was at least pull out one of each one this year, and since we're just getting ready to put up our tree, and that's what they're for, is to get the first 12 of them at least starched so that they can hang on the tree this year so the kids can start having memories of that. So I need to get my button gear on that, but I need to go and buy some new T-pins because I'm not going to use my good sewing pins to pin out starched snowflakes. I learned that the hard way a few years ago, that is not the way to go. It ends in tears and ruined sewing pins. And so, yeah, no, I'm just going to go buy some new T-pins and it'll be a lot easier on all parties involved and get those pinned out, starched and pinned out. So there's one. Let's do one more. Knitwit7501 said, will you ever try knitting toe-up socks again? I love knitting socks and I prefer to knit them toe-up rather than cuff down. You know, I've given it a try a few times, not just when I first started. I I don't know what it is. My increases are not as neat as my decreases, and to me, starting at the toe and then increasing up is super duper fiddly compared to starting at the top and then having to decrease away the toe. So for me, what works for me, for what fits my foot, what fits my family, what fits my friends, I'm going to keep going with top down. But thanks for asking. At this point in my life, no, I'm not going to try top down again. But anytime I say that, I always end up doing it. So right now, no, but I would say maybe someday. Leave myself open to it in the future. So we'll leave it there. Again, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, hop over to the Ravelry board and leave a message on the Any Questions thread in the forum. So I've got 2 snoozing pups. Get to see my, oh, hi Daisy. And then over this way, we have a Watson. So I'm going to let you guys go. I will see you hopefully next week with more progress on something, please God. And until then, happy knitting. Bye.